Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury. So today I am at one of my favorite places for free public art. Standing on the median on Park Avenue. And you might remember in the past, there was art that last year was like hyper realistic sculptures of like swimsuit people. I don't know how else to describe that, but that was what was on, that was what was on display here last year. We have a brand new infusion of some fresh art, and I came here to show everybody. So let's take a look at what we got this year. So this art piece is by Bruno Catalono. It's called Hubert and made of bronze. But look how amazing this is. It's in pieces, so it's like you visually see through it, right? It's like a guy in jeans, but because there's his torso missing, it's like the trees are part of him. The trees are part of him, right? It's pretty amazing. The effect that gives is very unique, pretty epic. And he's got his little satchel here. I wonder where he's going. I wonder where he's going. Really tells a story, right? Like he's incomplete, but he's going somewhere, but he's got a bag of stuff. So is that what's gonna make him whole, or is it the journey? We'll find out. So we are going to do the zigzag up and down Park Avenue. We're starting at 38th, so not too far from Grand Central Station. And we're gonna zigzag through the crosswalks because all of these pieces of art are on the median. So this next one, by the same artist, this is also Bruno Catalono, and this one is called Voyage à New York. And this is also bronze and mirror polish. So this one is interesting. It's similar to the other in the sense that it's not fully attached in all of the spots, but it's also cut flat and polished to a very, very reflective finish on the right-hand side. This is really interesting. It's polished, but not enough that I can see myself, right? So like, I don't become part of the art, but enough that it is reflecting the city. Also, this is a very cloudy, overcast day. So if it were a very bright and sunny day, it might be totally different. It may be reflecting the sunshine and maybe giving a totally different perspective if the weather was different. So now at 37th, we're coming over here to the median. We're gonna look at this piece of art. So again, same artist, Bruno Catalono. And this one is interesting. So it starts out down here and is on a wooden pallet, right? He's like standing on this wooden pallet. And then it goes up, and again, traveler with his bag, his valise. And he has more clothing than the last guy that's visible, right? The last guy had like the dungarees and then the whole, but like the rest of him didn't stand out. The jacket, the flow of the jacket is very, very lifelike. It stands out to me a lot more than on the first sculpture that was similar to this one. Yeah, those gaps where it's like the person is incomplete, they're not whole. But this one looks like he was ripped, like torn in half. Look at those jagged edges. This is like painfully incomplete, painfully missing a part of himself. Coming up on our next statue. Okay, this is another statue by Bruno Catalono, and this is called Pierre David, an original bronze. This bus is cutting this corner close. That was pretty close, bus. Okay, back to the sculpture here. So this sculpture is another one, missing the midsection, torn at the calf and then at the upper thigh on a diagonal down towards the knee, and then across the chest. And what I find so incredible about these pieces, like in general, is the illusion of like the floating, right? It's like the legs are like here is connected through the travel bag to the upper torso. but it gives an illusion that the torso is just floating, right? It gives an illusion that it's not really being held up by anything, and that's quite fascinating to me. Looking at his expression, it's probably a little hard to see, but he has a lot of soul in his eyes. He's got like a goatee, he's got gauged earrings in, he's looking straight ahead, just straight ahead with a fixed gaze, and it's just like very focused, but yet the jawline's very relaxed also. He doesn't seem like stressed out, maybe a little sad, but he's just going forward. Even when you're missing part of yourself, you keep going forward, right? One of the reasons that I love art so much is you can read so much into it, and you can sometimes guess what the artist is trying to convey, but sometimes putting your own emotions out there and interpreting them through your own lens is what makes the art in a way interactive, if that makes sense. So it's like, I don't know that what I was just saying was the artist's intention, but that is the feelings and that is the thoughts that it was evoking in me by watching it. We are continuing our journey, heading towards 36th Street, still on Park. All of these sculptures, they're on the median on Park Avenue. And we're just continuing on down. This is also the same artist, Bruno Catalono, and this is called Bleu de Chine. I think I pronounced that correctly. And this one, similar to the others in the sense that the torso is missing on that same diagonal. We're still losing the leg at the knee, and then a diagonal from the thigh down to the knee connected by the travel bag. But this gentleman has like the work shirt on with the white t-shirt underneath it. I don't know, there's a lot of backlight on that. But it's the blue dungarees and then the work shirt and the t-shirt. It really gives him like the stereotype of a working man kind of a feel to him. He has a little bit of scruff on his beard. And again, with that gaze sort of fixed straight forward. There's a lot of determination, but something I find interesting about this sculpture is look at the base. Whereas remember the other one, he was standing on like a wooden pallet? This one, he's on a split slab, and it has like an S-shaped crack through it, like intentional crack, but it's a split slab that he's on, which is a little bit different. It's a little bit like it mirrors the break in him, right? So it's like he's missing something, he's incomplete, his footing is unsure, his footing is on broken and unsteady ground, right? There's a story being told here. I truly love when art gets my brain wheels spinning and gets me thinking and gets me sort of like reading into the art and like finding the story. I love when art makes me do that. Here we are with our next sculpture. This one, oh, it's like truly the Invisible Man. We're losing more and more. So the clothing remains. He's all bundled up. He's got his backpack. He's got his boots on and his dungarees. But he's hollow. He's hollow. Where did he go? What's left of him? All that remains is his hand. That one hand holding onto the backpack strap. The rest of him is either gone or invisible. He can't be seen, right? What's going on? Why does he feel so invisible and hollow, right? Not just invisible, but empty. Oh, it's ripping at my heartstrings, y'all. So over here at 35th, this sculpture is recessed back a little bit. So the sculpture is back by the tree, it's under the shade. And we have more of the person back, right? So we have the head and the arm, but there's more middle missing, right? Like, just like almost like a tiger just like ripped out the middle. But he seems to have like a confidence, like his head is tilted upwards, like he's looking forward. There's like an optimism in that stride, even though middle is torn out. It's not fully there, but compared to the other statues that had that straight gaze, his positioning has a more optimistic tone to it, right? So like the other sculptures, they were just looking ahead like this. Where this sculpture, he's like right? And it conveys, you know, the body position conveys meaning. And the way I read that, it has more notes of optimism than that straight ahead gaze. Just how I'm reading it. So here's our next statue, and this one is named J4, also original bronze. And here we have a guy in like a cardigan over like a button down with his dungarees, still got the blue jeans going on, with his travel valise. So all of them are carrying these travel bags, right? Where are they going? What are they doing? What does the bag represent, right? This is more of a suitcase. This is more of something that you might get on an airplane with. And yet this person is also more dressed like, it talks to me about like social inequities, right? Like the other ones just had like a little backpack, and they were more hollow, where this one has like a suitcase, and he looks, you know, like he might be coming from work, you know, except for the fact that he's missing his torso. But there's also that similarity, right? So it's like, even though somebody might be of a different socioeconomic class, they could still feel hollow inside. They could still be missing part of themselves. It's what's on the outside doesn't always match the inside, but all of these sculptures, their insides are the same. They're missing. What happened to their insides? Where did they go? What are they doing? We are coming down to the end, my friend. One statue left. So I was about to say, this statue has a Van Gogh type of quality to him. Yeah, I was spot on that one. So again, back with the theming, the middle's missing, but this one, styled for Van Gogh, and we know he was a tortured soul. He really had his struggles in his life, but used it, you know, but had creative expression that was just unparalleled. So I wonder where Van Gogh is heading to. He's got his valise and he's ready to go. So that is the new art installment that is up on Park Avenue. These installments are usually up for a little while. They are totally free. They are on public grounds. They're on the median, so please be careful if you come to see them, because you do cross the street, use the crosswalks, follow the traffic lights. Please be careful. But the art is absolutely incredible. It is wonderful to get to see this art, and it's wonderful how accessible that they make it. So I guess with that, I am done for the day. I'll see you all real soon. And until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.